Hello, Caitlin Kamer here. I've been tasked by Corey to talk to you guys about momentum tonight. Specifically, momentum, what is it? It's the middle of December now. So, momentum leading into the new year, which we can, I know it's easy to get in your head that it's like, all right, well, it's already like the middle of December, like I'm basically set and I'll just deal with the new year when the new year comes. I'm going to talk you out of that hopefully tonight. So I'm going to talk about momentum. This talk is definitely going to be for me as much as it is for you. I don't want you to think for a second that like Corey and Mindy and myself, like us as some of the leading coaches for you guys, that we don't experience this too. I'm also going to get frank as hell with all of this. So maybe like put in an earbud or two, at least one, maybe. Okay. So if you saw the call from last week, which PS, you should have. If you haven't watched it, you need to, because if you're legitimately wanting to build your business, that call is a non-negotiable. So just FYI. You know about all things vision and all things goals. That's what we talked about last week. When it comes to vision and when it comes to goals, like all of that, the making plans of that, the manifesting of that, they are certainly important aspects of this business, right? I'm not going to explain why. We explained on the call. However, what the saying, I feel like somebody said this to me when I was a kid and it was like ingrained into my brain. And so I feel like I use it on all of my calls when we're talking about all things planning for the future. But the whole like conversation where you're wishing in one hand and shitting in the other, and it's like, which one fills up first? Like, it is so relevant so much of the time, because I mean, let's face it, you could spend hours perfecting your vision board, which if you haven't done your vision board yet, you need to put that on your list. Right behind listening to in on that vision call, second on your priority list needs to be getting your vision board taken care of. PS, I have not done mine yet. I'm talking to myself here too with that. Anyway, you can spend hours working on that perfect vision, and you've got everything set for what you think about, you want for your life and business and family and relationships and all of these things, right? You put all this time and effort in, it isn't going to mean shit without any action behind it. You might as well throw it out. So back to why we're here. Momentum into 2022. To me, this month, December, is a game-changing month. This is the time of year that everything gets really hectic, right? Everybody's wanting to do all of the things. They're trying to fit in all of the things, for the holidays and gifts. And, especially, with everything that's been going on with COVID, I feel like there's a lot more pressure behind that. Like, people are just trying to cram everything in. They want to do all the things except work out and eat healthy. They don't give a fuck about either of those things. So I know you're probably sitting there and you're like, okay, well, Kate's falling off the deep end because she's talking about this month being this big thing and it's anything but a game changer, but you have to hear me out. When you talk to people right now, everyone will tell you, the majority of everyone's going to tell you that they don't have time to devote to their health right now. But you do. They're going to tell you that they don't have the mental capacity to work through any of their mental shit that they have going on right now, which, let's face it, everybody has it. And when the holidays come around, it just enhances all of that. But you do. Everyone is starting to feel like shit because Thanksgiving happened. They attempted to eat healthy for a couple days after that, decided to give it up because they went to work and there was some kind of like holiday party and they ate more shit. So now they're just going to continue to eat crap and drink all the things until Christmas. And they just start feeling sluggish and they're feeling tired and they're still trying to do all the things. And you aren't. Everyone is waiting until the new year to start a routine or to try to start a routine. and you're not. You guys, leading by example is one of the biggest things that we can do as coaches. This month is a fucking game changer because we can do what so many wish that they could do. We can find balance. We push play. We take care of ourselves. We still eat the foods and we drink the drinks and we enjoy our holidays and we move on with our lives and we don't spiral and we don't do any of the shit. We just keep working towards what we've always done. And we just continue on with our day. We do what so many people, quote unquote, know that they can't do. So how is this month not a game changer when it comes to showing people what they really are capable of doing? They just feel like they can't do it. You want to build momentum when it comes to this business, you guys? Show the fuck up. Follow your program, stick to your food goals, whatever they may be. Some of us are like laser focused on food right now. Some of us are following the 80-20 thing, whatever that is, show up for that. Continue to work on your mindset. Get transparent as hell with sharing all of this right now. After that, and when I say getting transparent with sharing this, I'm not saying you need to share tons and tons of content. I'm not saying that you need to spend all of your time sharing stuff on social media. What I'm saying is that you need to be showing up in some capacity consistently every day. Whatever that consistency is going to look like for you. After that, if you are truly wanting to build this business, you need to be having conversations. Okay, you need to be talking with people. And I am not saying that you need to be talking about health stuff. Okay, I swear if somebody 3 years ago showed up in my DMs and was like, hey, it's the middle of December and everybody waits till the new year to get started with their health routines, and if you do, it just builds up all of this pressure, and then you're going to feel discouraged when things don't work out the way that you want, and then you're going to fall off track. Like, why don't you go ahead and enroll now and sign up with me, and I can help you, and we can start here, take baby steps along the way. And like, all of that's kind of true, right? Like there's legitimacy to that. I talk about that in stories a lot. I am not going to bring that up in a DM to somebody necessarily right now, because if somebody did that to me, it would offend the fuck out of me. I'm like, back off, Karen. I'm just trying to live my life and enjoy the holidays. Like, I don't need to hear about your fucking MLM, whatever you've got going on right now. That's what I would have said way back when. It's just timing, right? And yes, like, you are going to have people that are going to want to talk about health and all the things because they see what you're doing and they see what you're about, and there are going to be people that want to talk about it. I'm not saying don't talk about it. I'm just saying talk about life. Talk about what you're doing for the holidays. Ask what they're doing. Talk about your kids or your dogs or whatever the hell, or your cats. I don't know. Like, just build relationships. Just build relationships. Yes, we still need to be sending invites. Yes, we still need to be checking boxes off on the Success Club tracker. But you guys, my main objective for this month is showing up for myself, really sticking to my routine, sharing that, and making friends. That is what I'm doing this month, because I also too want to enjoy the holidays and enjoy time with family and all the things. So that is my game plan. What I do is I'm going to continue to engage with people in their stories, in their posts, in private messages, because I want my content that I'm going to be posting every single day to show up in front of their face on their phone. I want them to see what I'm doing. I want them watching what I'm doing every day. I want them to feel like they can relate to me and see that what I am doing is truly something that they are capable of. I want them to be wishing in the back of their head that this time next year, they can kind of be where I am at, because I'm no different from them. And if I can do it, they can too. I want them to have some serious FOMO, which, if you don't know what that means, it means fear of missing the fuck out. When I start job 1 in January, when I start 75 hard in January, which I'm still in denial about doing 75 hard in January, just side note. I want them watching me. I want them watching me in my stories, and I want them watching me in my posts. And then I want them getting to know me better and me getting to know them better when I jump into their messages just to say hi. I really hope you have a good holiday. That's it. I can't tell you how many messages I send right now where all it is, hey, I just wanted to stop in and say hi. I hope you're having an amazing week. If I don't talk to you before, I hope you have an amazing holiday. Done. I can't tell you how many people, especially this time of year, appreciate little messages like that because the holidays are hard as fuck for a lot of people. And that tiny little message that takes 2 seconds to send, and yes, I will totally copy and paste that message and just change the name. It takes me 2 seconds. It can directly affect somebody else's day. We all are capable of that. So just think about that. Or don't overthink your messages. Simplify it. I promise you, if you do this consistently this month, and I'm not saying you have to be doing it constantly. I'm not saying that you have to send X amount of numbers. If you want to talk to 2 people a day, if you want to talk to 20 people a day, if you want to talk to 20 people every other day, I don't give a fuck. Whatever that consistency looks like for you, I promise you, if you do that consistently through the end of this year, you are going to see more momentum leading into January 2022 than you would if you didn't. And we're not saying you have to be perfect. We're not saying you have to do all the things. What we are saying is the more you focus on these little daily actions now, the more you're going to see that payoff come the new year. This whole business has literally nothing to do with instant gratification. All of the people that enroll with me, maybe not all of them, but the majority of people that enroll with me, I would say enroll with Corey, Mindy. Now, I mean, we've been talking to him for a good bit. I hit SC 14 last month, not because I was blowing people up. I think if I sent out 15 invites in November, I'd probably be giving myself credit. But what I was doing was I was just consistently having conversations, talking to people. The majority of those people that enrolled with me are people I've been talking to for at least a year. But I just had been showing up. And so they're like, hey, I'm ready. I want to do this. That's just how this works. So, you guys, I feel like it's so easy to overthink this. And I think we get it in our heads that we have to be like here when it comes to doing all of the things. And then you get discouraged. And then it's like, okay, well, it's already like halfway through the month. Like I might as well just wait till next year. Not this month. We aren't going to do that this month. This month, you are going to consistently show up in some sort of capacity. You are going to. I am challenging you right now. Because I tell you what, even if all you're doing is just posting on your stories a couple times a day, maybe doing a post, if you're doing it once a day, great. If you're doing it just every couple days, great. Whatever it is, showing up in whatever capacity you have. Come January, everyone and their mother is going to be wanting to get started on a health routine, right? New Year's resolutions, all the things. Oh, look, they already know somebody. They already know you. They've been watching you. You've been talking back and forth in messages, maybe. Hello to path of least resistance. This shit's obviously working for this girl. Like, I guess I'll try this. It saves me having to go to a gym. And who the fuck wants to go to a gym from January to March of any year anyway? Because it's full of obnoxious people that are just there to like show off and meet other people. And then they eventually stop coming. Nobody wants to go to a gym at the beginning of the year. It fucking sucks. If you haven't been, you should go. That way you can story and talk about how horrible it is, because seriously, like, it's claustrophobic as fuck. This whole coach thing, you guys, talk about tangents. This whole coach thing, you guys, it is so simple. We literally work on ourselves. We share what this coach life is about. And then we help others to do the same. If you are seriously wanting to do this, that's all you have to do. It's so simple. And if you are someone who's listening to this right now, which I'm going to put this caveat in there because I very much was that person that would listen to these calls and think this way back when. If you are somebody who's listening to this right now and you're like, man, I can't even get my own shit together. Like, I can't get consistent with my own journey, let alone do any of this other stuff. Like, Kate, you're overwhelming the fuck out of me right now. Because I've been there. I know that. You're going to have to get your shit together. Because it truly is all in your head. And it is okay that it's all in your head. It doesn't mean that it's any less hard, but what it means is you have control over the thoughts in your head. It is December 13th. If you are not currently doing a program right now, 21-day fix. You could start it tonight and you'd end what? January 1st. Or you could start it tomorrow and end January 2nd. Job 1 just rolled out. You could jump on that. Show people what working out for 20 minutes, 5 days a week during the holidays does to help you feel better through the holidays. If you aren't following one of the nutrition plans, pick one. Pick Ultimate Portion Fix, pick 2B Mindset, stick with it, share it, and for the love of all things holy, if you are someone who is currently struggling right now with keeping a routine or something like that, please, please, please do not go to your social media and act like you're not. Okay? Don't lie to your people. Like, tell them what's up. Tell them, like, I need to work on my routine. I'm going to be doing X, Y, and Z because I need to work on it. And I am determined that I am going to feel better at the end of the year than I do right now on December 13th. Show them that you're a relatable fucking human being. Like, we aren't here to be perfect. We're not here to be on this pedestal. We're here to just relate to people. Like, we're busy fucking moms and women, and we're all over the place. And, life is crazy, and we're still doing the damn thing because we have figured out a way to work it into our life. Ask others to do it with you. Be like, hey, I'm getting ready to start this tomorrow. Do you want to do it with me? You can have a little bit of extra accountability. And I mean, let's be real. Like, if you're struggling with your routine right now, you could use the extra accountability too. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. I have connected on a deeper level with people at my lowest points than I ever have at my highest. Because people are looking for validation and they're looking for reasons to understand and to know that they are not alone in feeling low. So if you are in a situation where you are struggling with something, just be open about it. I know that that's scary and that is a big vulnerable thing. I promise you, on the other side of that, it's good. It's good. You'll have to find out for yourself, but it's good. So this is what we mean when we're talking about building momentum. It's just showing the fuck up. And, no one is asking you to be perfect. No one is asking you to do all the things. Again, all we're asking is that you just find some focus. If you're wanting to do this, it's kind of a simple answer. It's just making the time to do it. And I do kind of want to leave you guys with a call to action for the night, because I feel like I just want to be that person. We've talked about building momentum. We've talked about all the things when it comes to, I'm losing my train of thought here. We were talking about all the things to do when it comes to carrying on into the new year. So I would love for you to share that. You guys, I have such good feelings about all of you, about our whole team. You are all such amazing women. You have such amazing stories. You have so much to offer. You all, I know from just a little bit I've talked to you guys, you all have such amazing visions that you're wanting to work towards. You are somebody, you have these plans and you have these thoughts and you have these feelings, and they're just, I don't know, this whole year has just been really surreal because there has just been so much growth. I know Corey's mentioned it too. There's just been so much growth within this team. I want you to talk about, my call to action for you is I want you to kind of talk about that a little bit. I want you to either story or post basically what your plans are. And you can do it for your business. I especially want you to do it for your health, though. I want you to story or post about what your plans are for your health for the rest of the year and why that's important to you. And I don't want, it doesn't have to be a situation where you're like, oh, well, I'm starting in such and such on this date and I'm going to be doing this here. And, it doesn't have to be any kind of formal anything. Talk to talk as though if you're going to story, or I don't care, do an IGTV, whatever. I mean, pick your poison, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be anything formal. Just talk as though you're talking to a friend. Like for me, I'm beyond fucking excited to start job 1 in January because I have been doing 45-minute fucking workouts since like July, people. I've worked out 45 minutes a day. I am so pumped to start job 1 because it's only 20 minutes, 5 days a week. I have a bike that's supposedly coming on January 5th. I'm super pumped about that. We'll see if it actually comes on that day. Those are the things I'm going to be talking about, just to kind of let people know what's up. Until you do 75 hard January. I saw that. We're not talking about that yet, okay? We are not, it is not on the radar. I have a lot of drinking to do between now and then. So I want you, sorry. I hate you for having us start that in January. I'm like, I have feelings. I want you to talk about how you are staying focused, or maybe how you're getting focused again for the rest of this year. Like I am sitting here having a conversation with you all about building momentum and ending this year strong so that you finish off the year feeling better than you are now, so that your January starts off on the right foot. That is all that I want you to talk about in your stories. I just want you to talk about health. I'm talking to you all about building momentum in your business. I want you to talk to your people all about building momentum with their health. What they can do between now and the end of the year to feel better. What they can do between now and the end of the year to feel more confident moving into January. I'm not saying they need to sign on and jump on with you right away. I'm just saying the more that you talk about this now, the more energy and excitement and all the things you put into this now, those people are watching. Whether you know it or not, they're watching. And when they finally are like, okay, I'm doing the damn thing come January, because you know everyone's going to, they already know you're there and you're ready to help them. So, and also when you do that, you need to make sure that you tag me and your coach so we know you did it, because we're watching you. Accountability here. But seriously, I love you guys. When I say like I have such good feels for this coming year, I don't know, like I think back where we were just, I mean, I know Corey and Mindy know, like, gosh, when you think back to where we were a year ago now and where we are today, you guys, it's fucking nuts. It is nuts. And none of us are superhuman. I mean, the other two might be. I don't know. They both do shit that I'm like, okay, you guys exhaust me. They talk about what they do and it exhausts me. But like, we're not, seriously though, like we are no different than you guys. We don't do any like astronomical crazy things to work this business. We don't have like any like under the table like secrets or anything. We literally show up, work out, eat healthy-ish most of the time, share all the stuff, and talk to people. So instead of waiting until January to start to do that, just start now. And then your January is going to be that much better. That's all I got, guys. I love you all so much. I hope you all have a good night, and hopefully this was helpful.